It's quite possible that one of the J's in JJ stands for Jordan, as in Michael Jordan, because after tonight, the two have a lot in common. Hello everybody, welcome to the Red and Black Final Chat. I'm your host, Alexander T. McCready's. Alongside me are UGA men's basketball beat reporters, Jen May, Nathan Berg. So after JJ Frazier drops 29 points and 8 assists in Georgia's narrow 82-80 victory over LSU, we find out he did all that while having to go to urgent care this morning. Head coach Mark Fox said it wasn't the flu, but JJ was struggling with it most of the game. Now this performance kind of sounds like one of the greatest basketball players of all time, Mr. Michael Jordan. So if you all remember 1997, which is coming to be known as the flu game, the 1997 Game 5 of the NBA Finals, tied at 2 between the Bulls and Jazz. Jordan drops 38 points, 7 boards, and 5 assists, and he had the clutch shot for the victory for the Bulls. Sounds like JJ a lot tonight, doesn't it?
I mean, yeah, the stakes in this game were just a little bit lower than what they were in that game, but it's like, yeah, I mean, even without the flu, this is an amazing game. I mean, once again, he did it at Alabama, he did it against Kentucky, and once again, he puts the entire team on his back, really. He makes the free throws at the end of the game to win, and it's just what more do you say about this guy?
And what was maybe even more impressive than the final numbers is the way he did it. I mean, he wasn't hanging around at the perimeter and just getting hot from three. He was going at these big men, taking it to the rim every single time he had the ball, and more often than not, he was able to finish. It was incredible.
It's a good thing you said that. He had 3 and 1s today.
Amazing.
At 5'10", $155, he had 3 and 1s. I mean,
converted all 3 of them too.
Fearless, absolutely fearless. I don't know what more you can say about JJ Frazier. But we're going to say much more about this UGA offense. 2 games without Yante Maten and 2-0. So how are they able to overcome the absence of Yante Maten right now?
Well, free throws played a big part today. They went 20 of 25 at the line, and that's something that you're going to have to be able to do when your leading scorer is out of the game. They also went 8 of 19 on 3. I think they came into this game averaging 5 makes a year. And Turtle Jackson had 3. Tyree Crump came off the bench and hit 2 like he does seemingly every game. And those are 2 areas where I think if this team is going to make a run in the ACC tournament, they're going to really need to have a lot of success.
Yeah, I think the only way they're going to be able to keep up this offensive production is if JJ Frazier has the ball in his hands as often as possible. Even when he's not scoring, he's drawing 2 or 3 defenders on every single possession, and there have been quite a few possessions in these last 2 games against LSU tonight and Alabama the other night, where Derek Obey is standing under the basket completely wide open because JJ Frazier's taking all the defensive attention.
It's kind of funny, Jay, you said something about the 3-pointers. Georgia had 8 3-pointers tonight. That's their highest total since December 17th when they hit 8 against Charleston Southern. I mean, this team hasn't relied on the 3, but now you think they kind of have to.
I mean, you only had 2 big men, and both of them, they're okay, but they're nowhere near Yante Maten's skill in terms of scoring down in the post. So that's something, it's not what they've done all year, but something they're going to need to have to do if they want to have success down the stretch here.
Okay, so Georgia wins 82-80 against LSU. Now, LSU, this game really should not have been this close. LSU is nearly at the bottom of the SEC in every defensive category and is actually only 1 and now 15 in the SEC this year. So the fact that they were hanging around for most of this game doesn't bode well for Georgia. However, Georgia was able to pull it out. So, I'm going to ask you guys, what was LSU doing to keep this thing so close, and why? Why was Georgia just letting them hang around?
I just think it was their resiliency that was the big thing. Georgia opened up a 17-point lead in the first half, and LSU chops it down to, I think, a 7-point game at halftime. Then Georgia, right out of halftime, Georgia opens it back up to 13. Yeah, right back to 13 again. Then they come back, they even take the lead there right at the end. It's just the fact that they didn't fold after, their season is meaningless at this point. So the fact that they didn't fold and keep fighting for Johnny Jones was very impressive.
But, that being said, all due respect to LSU, you got to think at a certain point in the season that this is something that has to do with Georgia. I mean, when was the last time a game did not come down to the final minute?
That is true.
And I mean the final minute. So I don't know what they're doing wrong in terms of, stepping on the throat proverbially. But it just seems at this point that it can't be anything but Georgia.
It's kind of funny. This is actually one of those times, actually the last 2 games against Alabama on Thursday and against LSU on Saturday, this is actually one of the few times they've really been able to pull it out when they've been in that sort of dogfight. Okay, JJ Frazier has one hell of a night. I'm sure he has to be one of your top dogs, but both of you can't pick him. So who's going to take JJ Frazier as their top dog tonight?
Berg.
Oh, you're going to leave it up to me? Okay, yeah, well, I mean, I feel like we've said pretty much everything you can say. It was fantastic performance, great basketball to watch. JJ Frazier, 29 points, 8 assists, only 2 turnovers despite the fact that he's handling the ball on pretty much every single Georgia possession. Very few rests, flu-like symptoms. It was incredible.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Turtle Jackson. LSU gets a basket right out of halftime to cut it down to 4, and then Turtle hits threes on the next 2 possessions to stretch it back out to 10, and he had another 3 later in the game. And he's a guy that he's kind of expected to take that next step this year, and that really hadn't happened in terms of offense. But he was a big with 9 points today. He played a big part.
He's seen a lot of minutes lately.
Yes,
32 minutes tonight. Yeah, and he started again today. Well, that's going to do it for us. Thank you, gentlemen, very much. For Jed May, Nathan Berg, I'm Alexander T. McCready. We'll see you next time on the Red and Black Final Chat.